think that we were at this point, that he wasn't going to sign, and all season we were going to get to do this. I'm a little bit upset about it, to be honest.
To speak to you
Yeah.
and your people,
Yeah.
but it's only 24 months.
Yeah.
24 months. It's not, he didn't sign for 4 or 5 years or the max at 8. He signed 2. And all 2 did is put the world on alert. We are on the clock. There better be a Stanley Cup within 2 years, or I am out of here.
It is a public, and I think that's acceptable, but it's a public statement that we have to be good. We have to be good. We have to be good in this time. We have to be good when we get 2 years from now. We have to be good. And I think that's fine to put pressure on
I'm
your
not
team
saying
to be
it's
good.
Toronto
No, I
or
know.
wherever it is,
But
he will look a lot harder 2 years from now if, in fact, things don't go well.
don't you think this protects him totally now? That he signed 3 separate contracts there and that he's given them all these
Done his
years.
part.
And he took
Signed
less
for
on a
a
2-year
decade.
deal. And he's like, listen, I gave you another chance at 12 and a half.
Oh, no.
Now I'm gone.
This is,
Like,
it's all part of it.
This protects him from the Tavares
So
trade.
your point is, but it's all part of it. It's like he can't say that he didn't give them every chance now.
Yeah, that's it. It protects him from Tavares trade.
If he played out his last year, this year, without any commitment, he would have turned himself into a villain.
He would have had the potential to, for sure.
Potential to. Now, not a chance. Not a chance. Even if he walks in 2 years, and I know it's this year plus 2 years, but that third year, if they don't win a cup in 2 years and it doesn't look good, he ain't playing the third year. He's moving. He's going to ask for a trade. They're going to move him. So you are on the clock for this year and next year to win a Stanley Cup.
Which I think is reasonable to give a team who's been to the Cup final 2 years in a row.
And when he walks, nobody can look him in the eye and say, you screwed us.
Yeah. Yeah, and
like the Islanders did with Tavares.
Right. Yeah, I think that's fair. I also, you've been saying during some of our first couple of weeks of shows, like, what is going to change for him? He's going to wake up.
Yeah.
And what's going to be different?
Yeah.
Today than it was whatever.
Yeah.
And what I think was different is that we're a couple days from the season starting and he doesn't want to hear it. He wants to play hockey. He doesn't want every scrum to be, what are you doing?
Could have figured that out earlier, in my opinion.
He could have for sure. And I
but he
guess
didn't have to.
He didn't.
I think it just shows that I think it's part of the message that's included to the Edmonton Oilers management team and the ownership that I'm not giving you the rest of my career here, right?
They just showed a highlight while you were talking.
It would have made it more comfortable for them, and I think that is the why he sat for so long. I'm not letting you relax, and certainly this deal should not make Edmonton Oilers fans feel any better than I know it's kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
It's just kicking it down the road. So. Okay, that's fine. It's better than him walking after this year to give him 2 more years. But there's still a pretty clear message here that me staying here the rest of my career is not a foregone conclusion.
He also, with this, put an end date on Stan Bowman's tenure, right? He 100% said, here's extra money, millions extra, $5 million extra that I could be worth that I'm not taking. For the next 2 years.
More.
Well, yeah, more. Some people have said
Kaprizov just got 17. Like, if he wanted it.
Sure, you get 18.
Yes.
Whatever.
Oh, he turned down 8.
8 years. And
Oh, yeah.
like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. He turned down the biggest contract in NHL history.
But this is my point with
Kaprizov.
Oh, I'm sure.
Just didn't want it.
Yeah.
But this is it with Bowman, where he basically said, you figure it out with all this extra money and superstars on a discount. And if he doesn't, if Bowman can't, now they're 4 or 5 years from now of McDavid and Draisaitl and it doesn't work. I think people in Edmonton, not that they should, not that it's right, but people in Edmonton would be like, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You had the open window there. It didn't work. So to me, it's just a little bit of pressure on Bowman, that's sports. It's pressure.
Oh, a ton of pressure on all of them. Absolutely all of them. And I don't pretend here to know where every draft pick and every asset's gone, but it's one thing to say, okay, McDavid gave you all this extra money to go fix it, but who is it? How much? And how many more assets can they give up? Like I don't think they're sitting pretty right now with an open book now to just go get whoever they want at whatever price that they think that they can pay.
They have their firsts in 27, 28. So they have those assets. Is that
enough? Is that enough to who will be available?
All their seconds, 4/3. Like they
do look
picks
good
to move,
which will all be gone.
And then
all of them.
Right.
And next year, with everyone that they've got under contract, they've still got $22 million in space or something. Like they've got room to add players to get better. So this is applies the pressure pretty heavily, but it also takes the pressure off. He's going to be there. You get it. So go ahead. Do your thing. There's no reason the Oilers shouldn't be very good this year.
Well, but there's very good reason why they shouldn't win the Stanley Cup, too.
What would that be?
A goalie?
You got Connor Ingram. Didn't solve the problem?
No, well. I don't know. He's a talented guy. If he can go to another level, yeah, maybe. Is the defense good enough to win right now?
Well, they just locked up Jake Wallman to 7x7, $49 million contract, just 16 months after getting traded with a second for future consideration.
Yeah, what was that?
Detroit just gave up on him. That was $50 million D-man 16 months later. That's crazy.
You got a raise?
Yeah, he made 3.4.
He got a raise, but Connor didn't get a raise. How about anybody else moving forward here? Like, who needs a contract, and how do you go in there and say, I want a good raise?
What's Bill Guerin? What's Bill Guerin?
No one big. Ekholm next year is due. Got it. Also Skinner.
Some suggestion that this won't help Jack Eichel and a few other players moving in, and I'm like,
it's irrelevant.
No, that's not the way it works.
If Kaprizov, sorry, boys and girls, Kaprizov, prepubescent boy, if he signs for $17 million and then Connor McDavid signs for $12.5, it doesn't matter. No contracts matter.
Yeah, it's almost like
it's just like they don't know.
Both those deals are.
They do not matter. It just doesn't matter.
But I do think if you're one of Connor or Eichel, you go, that one's silly high, that one's silly low, 15 somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, you try to make the case that there's an average between them or something.
How much more depth does Mangiapane give them? Howard gives them? Frederick on the number one line here.
Like
as a front line kind of, can he run shotgun all year with this?
Probably not.
With this line?
Well, Hyman will come back at some point, right? They'll get him back in the mix, and then that won't have to be the case. So I do like Frederick. I don't know what his ceiling is there.
I do get the sense that Kipper hates this contract.
No. Listen, you
seem bothered.
This is go big or go home for Connor. That, like, I'm giving up 2 years of my prime earning, and he'll make it up. Who knows what the cap is in 2 years from now? But he could have signed for 18.